Dear children, all of you ready for the science class? In the previous classes, we have already studied about photosynthesis. What are the factors that are included in this process and how they reach the plant body? Isn't it? That is, carbon dioxide entered through the stomata found under the leaves, water is absorbed through the roots. As a result of photosynthesis, glucose is formed and oxygen is also liberated through the same pores, that is stomata. These are the main points that we have studied in the previous classes. Now teacher asks you to arrange an experiment, that is the bread experiment. Add water to a piece of bread or bun and keep it as such for 2 to 3 days. Then observe the change. Okay. Now let it be our first activity, that is activity number 1. Prepare an observation note for the experiment with moist bread and draw the picture of it. Okay, this is the first activity. Prepare an observation note for the experiment with moist bread and draw the picture of it. Okay. Now, what's your observations regarding this experiment? The bread became spoiled due to the growth of an organism. This organism is fungus. Do you observe fungus in pickles and other food items? It's also a living organism. There are other organisms in addition to plants and animals. These are another type of organisms called fungus. In plural, it is called fungi or fungi. Okay. Mushrooms are also belong to this group, that is fungus group. They are devoid of chlorophyll. That is, they cannot prepare their own food by photosynthesis. Then how they find their food? Where did they grow? Not just in soil, they also grow in wood pieces found in grounds. Isn't it? These organisms absorb food from the decomposed or decayed materials. Such organisms are called saprophytes. That is saprophytes. Okay. These organisms that can absorb nutrients from the decomposed matter is called saprophytes. Fungus, including mushrooms, are examples for saprophytes. Do you heard about mushroom culture? Collect details from your neighborhood. Is there any persons or farmers in this field, that is mushroom culture? There are some plants that are also follows saprophytic type of living. Examples are Neotia and Monotropa. So let's have our second activity, that is activity number 2. Write a short note on mushroom culture. And the second one, observe your surroundings to find out mushrooms and write where it grows. Okay, so the activity number 2 is to write a short note on mushroom culture, and the second one is observe your surroundings to find out mushrooms and write the where it grows. Okay. Now next is, which is the most important part found in plant body? You may say that it is leaves. Someone say that it is flowers. Some of you say that it is stem. Which is the most important part found in plant body? But my answer is root. Without root, a plant cannot survive, isn't it? By the root only it can grow and flourish. Am I right? What is the use of roots to plants? Roots absorbs water for photosynthesis, isn't it? We studied that roots absorb water for the process of photosynthesis. And it supports the plant body and helps to stand erect. Isn't it? These are certain roots there are certain roots which is not found only underground. Observe the picture of a banyan tree. It have roots which is found above the soil. It grows downwards from the aerial branches of the tree. These roots are called prop roots. It helps to support the plant body. Example for prop roots are roots found in banyan tree. There are other type of roots which is emerged from the main stem to support the plant. These roots are called stilt roots. Example for stilt roots are roots found in screw pine. The plant screw pine, did you see this? The main difference between the prop roots and stilt roots is prop roots are emerged from aerial branches, whereas stilt roots are grows from the main stem to support the main stem. Okay. Now there is an amazing thing found in roots. That are the presence of pneumatophores which is found in mangrove plants. Mangrove plants in Malayalam they are called Kandal Chedigal. Did you heard that? Mangroves? These specialized roots are found in mangrove plants. They are called pneumatophores. What is the peculiarity of these roots? These specialized roots are found in mangrove plants can be help the plant in the gaseous exchange. That is, they are also known as respiratory roots. These specialized roots found in mangrove plants are grows in marshy areas. That is chaduppu nilangal. This root grows in places where devoid of oxygen. There is no oxygen to respire the roots. So these roots grows upwards and absorbs oxygen. Thus these roots helps the gaseous exchange. Which are the places where mangroves are grown in our district? Did you know? There are 3 places in Kollam district where mangroves naturally grows. First one is Munro Islands, Munro Turuthu. And the second one is Adventure Park at Kollam, Ashramam. And the third one is Ayiram Thengu. These are the 3 places where mangroves naturally grows in Kollam district. After lockdown period, try to visit these places and watch these plants in first-hand experience. Okay. What are the significance or importance of mangroves? The roots of mangroves forms natural barrier against soil erosion, sea turbulence and floods. The roots traps the sediments through the river and make a good place to live for the water organisms. Organisms like fishes and all the other water organisms likes to live in this roots, in between the roots of mangrove plants. That is why there are so many organizations and persons engaged in the conserving activities of mangroves. These are the pictures, that is conserving the activities of mangroves, conserving activities of mangroves. Do you heard about Kallen Pokkudan? He is a well-known person and an environmental activist. His efforts on conserving mangrove forest are well known. So collect more details about him. Whenever you get a chance to indulge in such activities, participate with pleasure, and it is our duty to conserve the nature and conserve the mangroves especially, isn't it? So this is all about prop roots, stilt roots and the specialized roots of mangroves called pneumatophores. Okay, we have already discussed about storage roots with underground stem. Do you remember it? So the roots are used for storage of food. We have already discussed about various types of plants in this chapter itself. Let's recollect it. Plants which are used as spices, medicines, as ornamental plants, for the use of timber, as vegetables, fruits, seeds, edible and edible fruits. Among the vegetables, some of them are climbers, some others are creepers, some plants are epiphytes, whereas others are parasites. Among the parasites, some of them are partial parasites, some others are total parasites. Certain plants that have storage roots, some others possess underground stem. Some plants have prop roots, certain others have stilt roots. Some plants, including total parasites and saprophytes, cannot carry out photosynthesis. So, this indicates the diversity among the living organisms. Each and every organism is unique, and there are diverse organisms can be seen. It is the beauty of the nature. This diversity among living organisms are called biodiversity. We should conserve this diversity, isn't it? So now let's do a project. The project is, what are the importance of conserving plants? This is the question or the topic for the project. That is, what are the importance of conserving plants? So now our chapter is over. Make a neat project and you should submit it at the day of reopening of the school. Okay.